helplessness is your best friend, savage.
Yes, this video is going to be about the UK porn ban or porn filter that they plan to put on at the end of this year. And also, I'd like to apologise for the slightly piss-poor quality of this video.
The internet is not just where we buy, sell and socialise.
Well, it is for me, fuckface.
It's where crimes happen. It's where people can get hurt.
Yes, people can get hurt just by people telling to go fuck themselves. Honestly, if you are easily hurt on the internet, then you shouldn't be on the internet. Because honestly, you need thick skin to be here.
It's where children and young people learn about the world, each other and themselves. The fact is that the growth of the internet as an unregulated space has thrown up two major challenges when it comes to protecting our children.
There's no hour when it comes to children. Children are in the individual context raised by their parents, not by the government, not by social medias, but by their parents. And this is what we're going to be getting to on this video.
Now, the first challenge is criminal, and that is the proliferation and accessibility of child abuse images on the internet. Peter was talking about that moments ago.
Then you should prosecute them. What you're suggesting will hurt the innocent as well as the guilty.
The second challenge is cultural. The fact that many children are viewing online pornography and other damaging material at a very early age.
Pornography is only damaging if they don't have the correct context. Anyway, it's not like there's a way that they can have two guardians protecting them from the internet. Oh wait, they have their goddamn fucking parents. They don't need you to tell how individuals can raise their kids. All you're suggesting is a slight totalitarianism style government where you get to decide what they can or can't look at.
And that the nature of that pornography is so extreme it is distorting their view of sex and relationships.
This is a national emergency. As far as I'm concerned, access to pornography and to the hardcore violent pornography that exists is probably the #1 public health issue of our time.
Now let me be clear, the two challenges are very distinct and very different. In one, we're talking about illegal material.
Then prosecute them then. You have the law to do that. All you're suggesting will waste time and money which could go to fixing and preventing this.
The other is legal material that's being viewed by those who are underage. But both the challenges have something in common. They're about how our collective lack of action on the internet has led to harmful and in some cases truly dreadful consequences for children.
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Now, of course, a free and open internet is vital, but in no other market and with no other industry do we have such an extraordinarily light touch when it comes to protecting our children.
There's no hour when it comes to children. Children are raised by their parents, not by the government, not by social medias, but by their parents and maybe their school and their friends. What you're suggesting is that the government should cherry pick what people can or can't look at that in their own private homes, which is starting to sound like a totalitarianism style government. And honestly, the main reason why I'm concerned about this is because essentially you could be put on a register, like with the John Snowden thing, where it turned out the CIA was spying on near enough every person in this, and we don't know how or why the information could be used against individuals later on if they choose to stand up against their government. I know this is starting to sound very 1980s conspiracy theory, but you know, you never know with these sort of things how it ends up getting used in 5 years from now.
Children can't go into the shops or the cinema and buy things meant for adults or have adult experiences. We rightly regulate to protect them.
Yes, we need to protect children from the 1% of porn on the internet.
Now, what makes up more than 70% of the internet? Ooh.
It's my personal collection, isn't it?
Of what?
Of gentlemen's special interest literature.
I think we know what you're talking about.
Well, if you're
going to be like that.
No, it's quite surprising. They did a survey on behalf of the American Civil Liberties Union, who were very annoyed about some legislation that Bush was trying to push through, which they thought somewhat prohibitive of personal liberty, and they discovered that less than 1% of the internet is pornography. Less than 1%.
You say that, but I was typing in a thing the other day about... I wanted to know why German people are so fastidious. So I typed in German anal, and it was... I lost a week, Stephen.
You are so bad.
You emerge bleary-eyed. Finally pull back the curtain.
I need fluids.
7 days.
Of all email traffic, 85, in fact, up to 89%, is spam. It's as simple as that.
Trying to sell you Xanax and penis enlargement.
Exactly. Soft Cialis, whatever that is.
The annoying thing about those, I get loads of them, most of them from my girlfriend, but it's the ones from my mum that really hurt.
Yay! Here's a recent study has established that the World Wide Web is less than 1% pornography, and on the other hand, 89% of all emails are spam, which is good news if you're looking for cheap pills or you want to increase your extremities. The exciting thing...
But when it comes to the internet, in the balance between freedom and responsibility, we've neglected our responsibility to children. My argument is that the internet is not a sideline to real life or an escape from real life. It is real life.
Personally, I consider the internet pure escapism, pure and simple.
It has an impact on the children who view things that harm them, on the vile images of abuse that pollute minds and cause crime, on the very values that underpin our society. So we've got to be more active, more aware, more responsible about what happens online. And when I say we, I mean we collectively. Governments, parents, internet providers and platforms, educators and charities. We've got to work together across both the challenges that I've set out.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.